in life. There's not 2 days the same in my life. My good friend John, who I've met here today, a real true border reaver, and he writes great poetry. And he's going to tell you a wee story now, all about a son going to on his journey with the reavers. John, take it away.
Okay, thanks. I wrote the poem because it reminded me of when I first started motorcycle racing, and my friends came round with a bike and the van to pick me up, and my mother was at the window waving cheerio, but I could see she was crying, and she was crying because she thought I might not come back. And as it happened, I ended up in hospital the very first time I went motorcycle racing. I crashed. So I thought of this when I was thinking of the border reavers and their mother saying cheerio to their son when he was going off for the first time with his father and brothers. This is the poem. You can imagine how it would be for any mother wondering if she would ever see her son again. As she listened, they disappeared into the night, the horses' hooves dying away like a splutter of heartbeats in the soft snow, and they were gone. It's called Jamie, Come Back to Me. Come back to me, Jamie, my love, when the day has passed its close. Come back before the frost has gone in the fell-side wind that blows. Keep your mind and your broadsword sharp. Look to your back in the heather when darkness fills the fells and the hills, and night is your only cover. Remember, come back to me, Jamie, my son. No longer a bairn, I can't hold you and keep you from harm on this frosty dark night, with only the stars to guide you. Then over the barmkin and jump to the floor. Suddenly it's deafening, a piercing call, shouting and screaming, fear in the air, a stab in my thigh, and blood in my hair. It's painful to turn as I lift my sword and feel the cold steel. The jack was no guard. As I slide down the wall, I see mother waiting. By the bastle at home I can hear her calling, remember, come back to me, Jamie, my love. And the frost bites her face and the tears they sting, for she'll never see Jamie in this life again.
I love John's poetry so much, so we must have one more. Up the Reavers! Go for it, John!
Well, this is returning from the raid. In the days of the border reavers, they raiding from one family to another, and they would try and steal the cattle and sheep, and in the process, the people who were stealing from them would put up a struggle. The trouble was, trying to bring cattle back in any sort of rush was impossible. They would be going all over the place, and they would be caught by the people that just stolen the cattle from, and there'd be a fight. So some of the people would be killed, almost certainly on one side or the other. Returning from the raid. Flesh wounds are stinging through the corn-pierced jack. Cattle are wandering and falling back. The mosses are deep and the journey is slow. The night time creeps in a moonless glow. There's blood in the war saddle and frost in the air, frozen burns to crisscross and valleys to dare. The deep fells will hide them, but the going's still slow, while the families they've murdered lie still in the snow. The wind on the fell tops whirls snowflakes in clouds, biting their wounds and blowing their shrouds. Winter's white mantle that turns night to day may soon work against them, the price they've to pay. A posse will track them, and then by the dawn the fight will begin again, a vengeance that's sworn. If they don't make the tower when night turns to day, their riderless ponies will find their own way. This is about the horses the reavers had. They were small galloways, only about 14 hands high, but the reavers would have grown up with them, and they were brilliant, brilliant horsemen. And so I thought of the story of Warhorse, and I wrote my own poem called The Last Ride. And it's about a reaver that's come up with his horse, but now he's been wounded, reaving from a family, and he's trying to get home. The Last Ride. For years as a foal I've watched you grow and felt your friendship and bond. As soon as you could carry me over the hills, we would gallop through woods and beyond. We would creep along the riverside when drought brought the rapids low, spear fish from your back and smell the fresh wind and listen to the broad river flow. Through the rivers and marshes and under blue skies, you would carry me year after year, through the blackest of storms when there's no way out. Your compass would show no fear. You've been the armour I never wore. You've been my strength and my speed, rescued me from battles and frays, and saved me from death to be free. I felt the warmth from your body on the freezing cold night raids, through the struggles we've shared and the highways we've dared. You've always kept me safe. But now I am dying, slumped in your seat. My clothes and my heart have been riven. If we don't make it home through this blackest of nights, you'll be my chariot to heaven.
Little Wolf, this has come to the end of a great weekend we've had. Fantastic weekend. 50 years Neil Armstrong anniversary, and then to top, put the icing in the cake, Gilnockie Tower, Clan Armstrong 500th anniversary of the Clan get together, another great achievement. So I just want to come round here and say a big thank you to Ian for giving us a guided tour yesterday of the Gateway. Absolutely fantastic. We were in there, we got inside a spaceship, we even went to Jurassic Park. It's so realistic, folks. You've got to try it. It's a must. So, we'll wind our weekend off, Little Wolf. Me and you've been last couple of days. We've got the clansmanship sorted out at Gilnockie. We've been to space, we've been to Jurassic Park. God bless, what more can we do? God bless, God be with you, amen.